was outstanding in all three phases. Outstanding. We came back at halftime. We said we had to take a deep breath, get started on defense, finish it off on offense. No points in the second half by the defense. Emotional boost for us, big time. Every time we call his number, he makes a play, gets us something extra. Playing against his former team, 6 catches, 48 yards. Not quite 100 yards, but pretty dang close. 5 catches for 93, T. Higgins. Yards, 2 touchdowns, 8 catches, 155 yards. Seven consecutive games with no touchdowns allowed in the second half. Only 3 teams since 1970 have ever pulled that off. That's unbelievable. Game ball to the entire defense. And the moment we've all been waiting for, who's Jamar going to select? Who they champ?
Everybody got quiet.
Hey, they're all important, but that one meant a little more. I appreciate y'all. Who they?
Who they say gonna beat the Bengals? Who they say gonna beat the Bengals? No!
Welcome to the Queen City Shites podcast. I'm your host, Ray Summers. Shout out to my co-host, man, Mavy Madman. Tell me what's up, bro. Ski.
2-day victory against the Falcons, baby.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, yo. Back at it, man. Episode 37, no fly zone. Woo! All I got to say is it's about damn time. It's about time, y'all. We got lots to get into today. Let me see where we at. All right. Bengals win, y'all, 35-17. We're going to get straight into it. We ain't going to waste no motherfucking time.
I can't remember my exact score total, but I think I was pretty damn close.
I think you were close. I really do think you were close. Ooh, before we get into this game, I forgot to tell you. I seen Halloween Ends. Did you see it yet?
Nope.
Oh, never mind. We'll get back to that. Anyways, y'all, Bengals win. 35-17. Let me know you see it, bro. We'll give our full review on here because I got lots to say about that shit. But you can catch it on Peacock for free. Nope, no ad promo. But here we go. Like I said, Bengals win 35-17. Yo, man. Yo, it is about damn time, bro. The offense finally. This is where I'm gonna get at with this, Mavi. You could agree or disagree. I feel like this game, they finally found their identity in this game, bro. And the identity is we a pass-heavy team. The run will come when it comes, but definitely a pass-heavy team. If you notice, bro, how they're playing with the offense, bro, Great protection from the offensive line. It's obvious Burrow's he is the most effective when he's using his legs to make the extra play, whether it's going out to the left or right, catching maybe like we always say, catching Boyd or catching Higgins, maybe catching Mixon on the flat, even Chase down the field, or even Hurst across the middle. Him doing that basically is the deal breaker on how the game and the tempo of the game is going to basically how it's going to play out throughout the game. You can agree? So it's just like with them doing what they did, they had 21 points, y'all. It was 21-0 early in the second quarter. Start of the second quarter was 21-0. The start of the second quarter, I believe they had 200 yards to 25. Come on, bro. They were lights out. The run game didn't come in till later, which is fine because obviously we needed that run game for the garbage time. That's when the clock management came into play. We got the ball back. Great defense to stop. They got the ball back with 7 minutes left. End up handing the ball off to Mixon, couple handoff, couple short play throws, and of course it ended with the goofy false start penalty that gave us an extra first down. But bro, offense killed it. This is exactly what we've been talking about. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. But yeah, I just feel like this, and I'm sure Mixon probably accepted the role that he's not going to get his 20 or 35 carries. Y'all, he's probably, since we saw this yesterday, Mixon's probably only going to get I don't know how many carries he had this game. Could have been 15, 18 maybe, but he might only see that much to Burrow's throwing maybe 35 attempts, 40 something attempts, but he excelled at it, man. We saw it back-to-back games. And then of course, great game by the three-headed monsters. T. Higgins only had 93 yards. I believe Boyd had over 100, 150 something. And then Chase had his 100. Great team win. That's all I really got to say, bro. And it's about damn time. And we needed that shit. Only thing I will say before I pass it off to you is the only things I disagreed on with the whole entire game was the 4th and 1 shit that we just saw on the Stripe Rewind. I disagree with that. If you're going to be on 4th and 1, and the play we're talking about was a 4th and 1, they were leading. It might have been 28. Yeah, it was 28-17. Pass it to Higgins. It was no. It's bro, you got 2 bowling balls in the backfield, and then you got Burrow doing the QB sneak, which we saw already back-to-back weeks, including yesterday's game, him scoring a touchdown with the QB sneak. So it's that's one thing I didn't agree with. And another thing I didn't agree with was the terrible the special team shit that happened right after the field goal. No, yeah. The Falcons got a field goal after that. But the special teams did a terrible job defending that shit, which got them the field goal before halftime that put them up to 17-28 and almost got them back into the game. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, I agree with you pretty much everything that you said. I mean, you look at the last 10 quarters the Bengals have played, it's skyrocketed. Now, I don't want to take any credit away from anything that they've been doing, but the past 2 games, the secondaries of the opposing defenses have taken some hits, but that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Exploit a weakness and, take advantage of it as much as you can. But, also a lot of it, like you said, with the whole mixing thing earlier in the season is they were trying to keep the plays 50-50.
Yeah.
They were trying to make sure Mixon got his touches. And they were trying to force runs when you saw with the defense, the way they were going, they were ready for the run, but you just still kept forcing something that wasn't there. Now you're playing more what the defense is giving you. And the more that offense keeps opening up like that with the passing, they can't crowd the box as much. And Mixon, when he gets his touches, are going to start extending those runs further and further.
Yep.
So it's all going to work together. Mixon will eventually get his. Is right now, while the passing's hot, let it stay hot.
Yep, let it stay there.
As you can. And with what you said about the 4th and 1, I agree with the aggressiveness. I mean, I don't really agree. I understand the aggressiveness.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to stop nothing the whole game. So you really wanted to, push the pedal down, stomp them when they're down, whatever. But also at the same time, history of the season, how it's gone on, you should know when to take the points when you can get them.
Yes.
Just in case, because that could have been a big momentum swing.
Thank you.
Especially the way the whole halftime ordeal, how everything transpired at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Is okay, things can get out of, go haywire in a hurry. You're already up a 2-possession lead. Why not make it 14 points to where it's 2 touchdowns?
Thank
And
you.
that's exactly what the 3 points would have given. I mean, like I said, I get the aggressiveness, but at the same time, even though a kick's never a guarantee, but you have someone like Money Mac, where more than likely it will be.
Yeah, 90-some%.
And he's in my fantasy league again. Give me some points. But, if it's there, get the points. But I'm liking everything I'm seeing. The protection is holding up really well.
Yeah.
They're going to have a real tough contest this coming week.
I agree, man. I agree full-heartedly, man. For the total passing yards, man, they had 459 total passing, 78 yards rushing by us. Like I said, it's cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, it's fine. I just really hope this is what we're going to be seeing going forward. Unpredictable plays, basically, to feed off what you're saying. Unpredictable plays. It's like, you don't know what we're going to run. But
everybody on offense got involved.
Everybody.
All the receivers.
Everybody.
Mixing. I mean, they all was getting touches somewhere.
Hell, even Carreras had that lead block with Burrow on the QB sneak. And that's another thing I want to get into with the QB sneak. I was speaking with Doyle today, and he was saying, he's like, oh, I don't like how he scrambles. And I was like, man, like going back to what I was saying earlier, either y'all want to win this game or y'all want to just keep playing conservative football. Because right now, we're going into week 8, we don't got no time. Sorry, we don't got no time for conservative football. It's like we have to win. Like if you put the game in Burrow's hands, he's going to make the best decision possible. As what we saw like the other day, like literally, man, like 3-step drop, just finding everybody easily. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy like that every week, but you're seeing, like you said, you're seeing the development of the offensive line to give him that time and to give him that cushion to where, yeah, he could go out right, or yeah, he could go out left, or he could decide to chill and try to find somebody on the post route or maybe on the outside. But you got like, it's like, I get it. Yeah, you want to play it safe. You don't want him to get injured. But at the same time, man, if you're looking around across the league, being mobile is that's what's in right now. That's what's going to win you the games. You see the Josh Allen's wheel out. You see the Patrick Mahomes do that. I'm not going to add Lamar Jackson, but we could add him in there. You could add a bunch of other quarterbacks that are mobile, and the offense is pretty successful when they're mobile. So it's just like, it's an extra threat to the offensive game and the game plan. So it's just like, yeah, man. That's all I gotta say on that one. Anything you want to add, man, before we go forward?
Well, I mean, just to continue off of that, Burrow is more of a pocket passer. He's not
original
a scrambling quarterback. He has enough scrambling ability to extend the plays, but he's still looking downfield. No defense expects him to run. So when all of a sudden the whole middle of the field's wide open and there's a hole big enough and there's nothing else available, that's how he's able to get a first down run, because nobody's expecting him to take off.
Exactly, yeah.
And most of the time he gets those type of runs, he's going to be able to slide without taking a hit. It's when people do the extra hit at the end anyway, just to give the nice FU to him.
Exactly. Land on him.
Dirty stuff happens, yeah.
Smush him and all that stuff. No weird way.
Right.
Just saying. I know Matt talking about that extra shit, the extra. But yeah, man. I mean, we kind of basically answered this question. It was basically had the Bengals basically figured out the offense. I'm gonna just say yes. As of right now, yes. They're on the incline. I'll say they're heating up. I'll give them that. Now, big news to get into, which we saw at halftime. We saw it end with the burnt. He got burnt. Clearly got burnt. But that made the Falcons get the touchdown, long touchdown too. I don't know, it was like 60-something yards, maybe 50. It don't even matter. The Eli Apple being benched at half for Cam Taylor-Britt, man. What's your reaction on this, bro? I love it, but I want to hear you first.
Okay, usually, obviously, I ever since last year, I've been a big person talking shit about Eli Apple.
You've been on his ass.
most of it is deserved. He does get burned a lot. However, the way that game was going, he's getting the heat for it. But if you also look, he also didn't have the safety help back there.
That is true.
And I believe that was a play design that worked way against him, and he made out to be the fallout guy.
Yeah.
Because he might have been expecting safety help and it wasn't there, and that's why he looked like he got burnt as bad as he did. with giving him that, benefit of the doubt on that, in all honesty, for this season, as much shit as I've given him through this entire show,
Yeah.
he's actually been doing fairly well this year.
Oh yeah.
We
ain't gonna knock him like
props
that.
when the props are due.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, obviously, we all want to see Cam Taylor Britt, but at the same time, he's got to fully dethrone Apple.
Yeah.
So like I said, there looked like to be more of a mistake on that play than just on Apple.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. I definitely agree. Like I said, you could tell it seemed like some miscommunication where he thought, you could tell in the game film he thought somebody was behind him, but
right.
Nope, it was nothing but green.
And also
grass.
at that point, all they were really doing was running. I think when that pass play happened, I think Mariota only attempted 4, maybe 5 passes. At that point.
That's where I give Lou Maromo hella credit because he made changes immediately. Like he didn't hold it off like, all right, we'll get the next one. Like, come on, Eli. Like, no, he made the adjustment immediately because we talked about it last week. I was like, yo, like, even though, like you said, like, even though he's been doing great, doing good this year, I'll say good, there's still like, it's like, I'm not satisfied, and I don't think anybody should be either. I'm not satisfied, and I'm not too comfortable with him just being the CB2. I feel like the CB2 is wide open, and cornerback too, ladies and gentlemen. But it's wide open, and seeing Cam Britt come in the game, and I don't think any targets rarely went his way after and when he got in the game in the second half. So but defense did kind of shut them down, defensive line, and of course cross the middle, but yeah, man, because last year we saw it was Trey Flowers backing him up. He had basically no competition, I'll say, to push him, either put him on fire or to push him to the next level. So it's just like now, since he's like sitting on fire, it's just like now it's like, you got to work your way back up. But I mean, Taylor said he tried to be cute with the shit. This guy says, I didn't bench him. I just made an adjustment at half. I'm like, here y'all go playing with the English language, bro. You benched him. It's cool. It's cool. Just say that. Don't be too specific. Like, yo, you benched him. It's cool. And I mean, it helped out, and it got Britt some reps. So do we know this is going to be the for sure start going forward? No, we don't know what's going to happen this come Monday night that we're going to get into later. We don't know who's going to be in place. But as of what we saw coming off the game and his impact and how basically everything was shut down on that side of the field, and it basically left Mariota and the group basically just running the ball full time and rarely throw, coming off what you're saying, I mean, it's a possibility we might see Cam Britt more times than usual. I'll say. So it's like, sky's the limit. But, shouts out to the both of them, man. It's not over. It's still a team game. But yeah, man, that shit was beautiful. Another thing that's beautiful, man, Joseph Asai got his first career sack, man. Kudos to him. Since we talking about the damn defense, man. Defense is looking nice. So nice, bro. I'm just glad they're making all the adjustments they need to be making. We got anything about the Trey Hendrickson injury update?
The only thing I pretty much seen, it was, he had a stinger, but so far everything looks like he'll be in for Monday.
Okay. Hopefully, man. And then you mentioned maybe 2 other people, I think, today. You said Collins was looked at or just looked at? Offensive line Collins, Linnell Collins?
And then also it could just be wordplay from Taylor. There's hope that maybe Wilson could be back for the Cleveland game.
That was another one.
But if it's not, I mean, it's crucial because this game, we haven't had a division win yet.
Right.
And it's on the road, but I'm not willing to risk him being, losing extended time because he came back into early and messes the shoulder up for the season.
Facts. And that's the thing, man, just to feed off what you're saying, talking about the depth chart, it's like, I always forget how many more pieces that we have that we got from the draft. And it's just I mean, I guess it comes down to certain positions of what we need, but I mean, we're just only going against Atlanta. I won't say it'll be the same every game, but from what we got on the runner-ups, whether it's the second, third, or fourth string, it's they've been doing pretty decent, filling in. They've been doing pretty decent, but again, it was just only against the Falcons. So time will tell, and it starts on Monday. Another thing, should we be concerned about Chase? People keep calling out he was limping off in the second quarter.
I mean, all week long last week he had a hip issue.
Yeah,
you
man.
know. But if you look how even after he limped off through the rest of the game, he was still back to running around and everything else. I think he's going to be all right.
I hope so, man. Ever since he I don't know if that was part of the celebration doing the gritty and then grabbed the hamstring 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I don't know if that was part of something, but ever since he did that, it's almost like that voodoo doll type shit going on, bro. Like he been acting, been a lot of weird shit going on, but I hope he's cool. Hope he's cool going forward. Favorite segment, man. Here we go. Offense, defense, special teams, and your fave play calling, bro, and coaching. God, I think you went. I think, hey, you added it, bro. So I was like, nope, I'm adding it. So all right. I think you went first last week, right?
I can't even remember.
All right, I'll just go. I'll go. All right. Play calling. Coaching and play calling. I'm gonna give it both sides. All right, B+. Where we at? Special teams, C- for that bullshit they did at the end. That was I didn't need to think about that. C- for that bullshit because, like you said, bro, that shit could have changed the game. Because I was sitting here. Shouts out to everybody who was on the stream this past Sunday. I was sitting here. I'm like, they better not let this up because they started out 21-zip. You gave up some goofy points. You know, they marched down the field with the run game. They got the 7, then got the 1 over the top. I'm like, all right, here we go. But yeah, that shit. What else? Where we at? We were just on special teams, correct? I am tripping.
You're on, yeah, you said
my bad, y'all.
Yeah,
my bad, y'all. I'm on the ghetto Arnold Palmer today. The Crown Peach and Lemonade. All right, defense. I'm giving it. I'll give it B+. Defense B+, and offense A-. That's what I'm giving it. A-. They look, bro. I'm telling you, man. They look. Only thing, like I said, the only thing I disagree was that 4th and 1. But everything else was. I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Cool with it.
I was gonna say that offensive performance. I don't see how you can go any lower than an A+.
I'm cool. With
you
it,
had
man.
2 receivers over 100 yards, and Higgins was close behind. That 4th and 1. My God, that one play.
I'm too precise.
Man.
Nav, I am Simon with this shit. I am Simon with this shit, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, I have to give the offense an A+.
That's fine.
Defense. I like your B- grade.
Right.
I think that was a very respectable grade for that. You know, they let a 10-minute drive happen on them.
Yeah.
I know we have some injuries on us, but still, a 10-minute drive is a 10-minute drive.
Way to add that. We had injuries too and still excelled. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying they excel, but you still allowed a 10-minute drive at home. Not that home or away matters too much when it comes to that. But anywho, you let the big play meltdown happen right before half, which gave them their next 7. But the second half adjustments and all that were made and fully shut down the rest of what little of an offense that the Falcons have.
Immediately.
So, but because of that long drive and that big play, I do agree with that. I'll go with that B+ grade.
Hell yeah.
Special teams. Man, you crushed them with a C- going all the way down that far, but they also didn't really have too many special teams opportunities. I think
that is something to add too. That's the first time we didn't see McPherson come on the field like that. Like,
yeah, my fantasy team saw that, so yeah. I'm going to keep bringing that shit up.
It's all good, bro.
But I mean, obviously you can't really say much with Huber because he was never out there. Which is shout out to the offense, which is again why I have to give them an A+. I hear you. The 1 4th down, they tried for it, but I mean, it really wasn't much to judge on. So just basing off of that play, maybe that I wouldn't say maybe C-. I'll go C just because of that complete meltdown at a crucial time that could have changed the whole thing. I think that's actually a pretty decent grade on that. At first when you said it, I was shocked, but now sitting here thinking about it, there really wasn't nothing else.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing else
about it.
Yeah.
So okay, now coaching and that. What did you say that was?
It was coaching / play calling. So
Right,
just
what was
say
your
play
grade?
calling. I think I said B+, I believe,
Okay.
for offense. Yeah, both sides. Yeah.
I'm gonna say A.
Okay.
I mean, the only questionable ordeal was, the 4th and 1, but that could also came down to execution because the offense was tearing the Falcons apart. So again, I understand the aggressiveness with it, even though I'd rather have went for the field goal. But defensively, they did have the breakdown. Don't know if that was a defensive scheme setup or it's just the fact Apple himself got burned from miscommunication. So it's hard to say if that was players or coaches.
I appreciate you giving them slack too, because I ain't peeped that till you broke it down, and I reflect back to the stripe rewind. I'm like, yeah, you did kind of see the way his body language. You look back, it was just like, oh shit.
Yeah, he was expecting somebody there, and there was no lights were on, nobody was home. But the way the offense went, they weren't just trying to, make sure, Mixon's getting all his runs. They stuck to the air attack. They stuck to shotgun formations, keeping Burrow away from the line. They were doing pretty much making all the right moves. Defensively, what letdowns they had in that first half, the 10-minute drive, the big play, blah, blah, blah. Coach Lou made the adjustments at half, and no more points were scored. Obviously no touchdowns, but not even any field goals.
Yeah, nothing.
So, that's going to have to be my grade for the coaching, and that's A.
Hell yeah, man. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that,
That was
man.
a long rant just to say.
Oh, no, you cool. You gotta pick yourself back up. You gotta drive around the corner, pick yourself back up. That's what you basically did. You had to review, and you're like, all right, yeah, that's what I'm going with. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Players of the game, who you got? I'm going three-headed monsters.
I mean, yeah, if you want to give it to all three of them, yeah, that's, it's hard to argue. You can't really go wrong with that. They all had an explosive day.
Hell yeah, man. If I had to pick somebody on defense, probably Sam Hubbard, bro. Yeah, Sam Hubbard. Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Sam Hubbard on that for the defense. Who you got? Who you got?
For me, it was Hendrickson.
Once
again, he was constantly in Mariota's ear.
He was, yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Sheesh. He was, bro. Yeah, he was. Play of the game.
For me,
I'm trying to think.
For me, it's real easy.
Go ahead.
For me, just because of how great of a play it was, but also just the way to continue that momentum and just show no matter what the defense does, they're not going to stop them, was Boyd's one-hander. That was so beautifully smooth. I mean, it was. I mean, it literally, he just extended that hand out.
He did.
And that ball just went right there, and in one smooth motion, just tucked it in and just kept going. Bro. Like it was designed and meant to be that way from start to finish.
Man, see, that's why Boyd is probably like my favorite player on the offense, bro. Because he the OG between him and Mixon, like he the OG. So it's just like I forget how old he is, but it's just like he is playing.
I think he's 28, 27, 28.
Oh, he got lots of left.
Oh, yeah, there's still plenty of miles in those
He is playing so at a I don't know what's higher, elite or superstar, but he's playing at a high fucking level.
He's in his prime.
And it's stupid how high he's playing. And going back to what you said in the shot rewind, like it still blows my mind. We got 3 of these motherfuckers, yo. That's why it's like
now.
Exactly. We gotta enjoy it now because that prom gonna be over soon. But it's just like, man, it's a blessing, y'all. It's like
for me, it could really be 2 plays. For me, that just because of how smooth and just slick that was. But the final dagger was the 2-man coverage on Chase, and Burrow just dropped that teardrop.
Beautiful in the corner.
Right, nowhere. It did. I mean, just perfect.
Right over the shoulders.
He put the baby to sleep.
Right over the shoulders, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. If I had to pick a defensive play, since you pick an offense, I'll go with the Joseph aside. Like, the way I told you in the strike rewind, the way he spinned off of that shit, it reminded Dwight Freeney from the Colts, bro. Way back, bro. Literally, man. He gave me that type of tempo. Like, he keeps giving that same energy week in and week out. oh, you're gonna be another dangerous person to watch out for, bro. Because it was smooth how he played that off, man. Other than that, yeah, the defense did, like I said, it did straight. But that's probably one of the plays I was just like, oh shit, because it kind of knocked down the momentum because they're trying to gain shit back. But hell yeah, man, that's a play of the games. Who's your shit? We gotta get the players because I'm basically gonna be your MVPs too, correct?
For me, yeah.
Okay, yeah. We'll just skip over the MVPs. All right, y'all. Up next, we got the Browns. They coming in at 2-5, y'all. Prime time, 8:15 p.m. kickoff this coming Monday. Yo, what has to happen for us to win this game, bro?
Well, this is a game that concerns me. Halloween night, prime time once again in Cleveland, in the dog pound. Cleveland is no pushover whatsoever. Going back to the Atlanta game, you saw how Atlanta was able to get a 10-minute drive down us.
Yep.
And what something that Atlanta doesn't have that Cleveland has is a Nick Chubb.
Yep.
We're without our top run stuffer. We're without our top linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
So you know they're going to be coming with the run.
Mm-hmm.
And even with those guys, Chubb is hard to take down.
Chubb and Kareem, we can't forget about him either.
Right. You know, and that's the thunder and lightning combo. I mean, it really is.
I hope it's not raining. If it's raining, they're running the ball all day. Straight
right
up.
Now, the forecast looks like there's going to be rain, at least here in the Cincinnati area. I don't know about up in the Cleveland area. But
shit.
You know, I mean, hopefully the trend of the second half scoring continues. The Bengals, just like this game, they're going to have to hit quick and early, force Cleveland to have to play from behind. If you force them to have to run, it's different than them running when they would like to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what's going to boil down to is if we can control the line, you know, the trenches and just be able to stop the run and not let them just keep our offense off the field by just slowly grinding that defense down with the running backs that they have.
That's Cleveland ball too, because they rely. If you look at the offense, I know you don't pay attention, but when I see highlights or if they are on TV, I'll glaze by it. They rely on that run so much to create the short pass, or because they don't really got great wide receivers, so they use the run to create the passing game. Go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt that.
And no, you know, you're good. Their defense, they have an underrated defense. Anytime you have divisional games, they're a dogfight anyway. I was paying close attention to the Baltimore-Cleveland game. And the only reason Baltimore was able to do what they did was because I believe they had a interception return for a touchdown or a fumble return for a touchdown, something.
It was a turnover. I do remember that. It was a turnover.
You know, so as far as offensively, they completely, for the most part, shut Baltimore's offense down.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's going to be a fight.
It is.
It's going to be a complete fight. I see this being.
Yeah, it was a score prediction.
I guess you could say like a low-scoring game. I see this kind of being a 24-20 type of ball game.
Okay.
Where it's going to come down to Cleveland having the ball last and needing a touchdown to win it.
Damn. Okay.
It just feels like that type of game is what it's going to be, and we need this bad.
Yeah, this is a big game.
I mean, Burrow, I don't believe has even beaten Cleveland yet since he's been
so which is wild.
Which is 0 for 3 because he didn't play them both times in his first year. So you know he's due for his win, and payback is coming hopefully for what happened last year.
I hope so.
I don't count their second win much last year because they were happy that they beat our backups. But
right,
you know, it's a primetime divisional game. We're 0-2 in the division. It's a must win. No matter whatever you got to do to get it. I don't care how ugly it is. Just get the dub. Yeah,
whatever it takes. I'm with you. I'm with you.
No pun intended. It's going to be a dog fight.
It is. It is. You know. I hope everybody makes it out safe, but it's definitely going to be a hard fight. And like you're going to be blown away when you hear my score. But what I thought they got to do, I mean, you kind of basically said what I was going to say, because they basically got to control the run. That's all they really have. That's their main strength is the run with the Woozier, and whether it's Cam Britt or Eli Apple, them covering the wide receivers, I'm not really too concerned. Tight ends, maybe because it's across the middle, so that might be a factor for them. Maybe it just depends on how everything syncs together with the run mixing with the passing. But if they control everything, bro, and yeah, I'm with you. Let's say we get the ball first, yeah, they got to start how they started this game. They got to be lights out. Like literally, you got to be lights out. Try to get as much points on the board as you possibly can, because once they get control, I mean, you called it. It's like it's going to be a replay of what the Atlanta sequence where they took 10 minutes off the damn clock. So it just
what also concerns me is
go ahead.
You look at the Steeler game, how TJ Watt did against us. You look at the Cowboys game, how Micah Parsons did us. Now you got to worry about Myles Garrett.
Yep. That's another person you got to worry about. All right. The question is, damn, so he's going against Collins. All right. All right.
All right, bodyguard. Let's see you put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, this is going to be show and prove time on this one, because
you better be like Kevin Costner or Whitney Houston, that type of bodyguard.
Bro, not even that. It's like he might even let Burrow get touched by him, like a push, but he might not get no full tackle. But yeah, they're gonna have to contain him too. They definitely got to tame him. And this is where, like, okay, let's say the protection isn't there due to Myles Garrett disruption, and they got Clowney too down there too, right? I don't know if he's a factor. I don't know if he's a factor like that, like he used to be, but I mean, he's still like not even a threat, but he causes pressure. I'll say he causes pressure, but
he causes pressure. But I was never ever high on Clowney. To me, he was just because of that hit he did in college, which was one of my most favorite tackles ever. I will say that.
Do that shit now, you might get in trouble.
Right.
You might get the cops calling on you. Hell yeah. That shit was a violent hit he did. But yeah, yo, man, I feel like if the passing game don't work, they're definitely gonna have to rely on Mixon, Piron, and Evans. But I don't see that happening. I feel like, yeah, they're gonna have to build that shit up just the way they did in this Atlanta game. Don't overthink shit. They just got to keep playing aggressive. But I will say this, though. What I would want them to do, I would want them to receive the kick first, to be honest with you. I want Brissett on the field first. I got to see how all that shit plays out. Because if they make a good 3 and out, then they could take over. Then if it plays out right, you could get a score before the half, then get the ball back after halftime, depending on how everything plays out. But my final score on this, bro, I got 28-27 with them missing a 2-point conversion at the end of the game. Bengals win.
Why do you think I would think that would be crazy? I'm thinking you were going to say some type of blowout or something. But but that's typically the type of game I'm expecting. Me and you both feel the same way.
Yeah, man.
That it's going to come down to
it's a lot on the line.
The winning possession and us having to try to stop it.
Yep.
So we both basically agreed on that.
Hell yeah.
It's just I'm thinking that our defense is going to continue the trend and be able to keep them out of the end zone.
I hope so.
Which you're saying they're able to get in, but they go for the 2 for the win instead of the extra point for the tie.
They try to get greedy. I mean, they did it. Yo, they've done it, I think, like twice or 3 times already. The Browns have. So it wouldn't shock me if they tried it, because this is a must-win game for them, obviously, and for us.
Right.
Because like you said, we're 0-2. That's major.
You can't go 0-3 in the division.
Hell no. No, not in this division at least. Like, well, any, but still, you shouldn't be going 0-3. But my thing with this, though, and this is just me just speaking out loud. I'm just throwing this out there. From everything that Cleveland's been through, year in and year out, quarterbacks and all, players, drama, etc. They're coming in this at 2-5. If we beat their ass, they'll be sitting at 2-6. There's a possibility we just broke up their damn team. I'm just throwing it out there, bro. You think they won't blow up the team after this?
No.
I think they might.
And the reason I'm saying that, because they have too many great. I don't want to make this a Cleveland show.
I know we're not, but I'm just pointing it out there.
Too many great players on that roster And what truly has held this team back in just all reality is the quarterback position, which is what they were hoping they addressed with the drama that has circulated around the team with Deshaun Watson when he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
But their record might actually benefit them. I don't remember how many picks they gave away, though. That's the thing. I can't remember what they gave away for Watson, but they could still possibly pick up a couple good pieces in the draft early if they didn't. I can't remember if they sold the entire farm. I think they might have. I really don't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it.
But
might,
the
I'm just saying
pieces are in place. I mean,
Mhm.
you know, if Watson, when he does come back, it won't. I mean, he's going to come back this year, but I'm going to look at next year to make this.
Go ahead.
This answer makes sense. You know, Watson comes back and he becomes the quarterback they expect him to be, and they're hoping that he becomes. Truly, they're just a receiver away at that point. You know, and there's a lot of rumors about you know, Chase Claypool right now with Pittsburgh. You know, I would hate for him to join the dark side, but Boyd more than likely will be becoming a free agent when his contract is up. You know, so there's going to be some big names that's out there.
A lot this
and they get
year.
That figured out. They got the run game. They got great players on the defensive side of the ball. So they're not far off. They will not. They will not blow the team up. Not by far.
I'm just saying, man, because they got a lot of pieces they could trade. You know, make some trades. Like I said, I ain't getting too far into their bullshit. But
now, if they didn't do the Watson thing, I would say maybe they could, because then they would rely on the draft. But the fact that they literally, I think, got rid of most of their draft selections for the next 2 years for Watson, it's gonna be hard to blow up the team, and you got nothing to show for it.
Hey, we'll see. Everybody tune in on that, man. Everybody, please tune in on that. Let's get into these around the league results. Because, like you said, we ain't gonna turn this into no damn Browns podcast, bro. I said mine. Yeah, I said mine. Maverick said his. We leaving it alone, man. I'm just saying it's just possible. Here we go. Past Thursday, the Saints lost against the Cardinals 42-34. We just told y'all Bengals win against the Falcons 35-17. Cowboys beat the Lions 24-6. Titans beat the Colts 19-10. By the way, I don't know if you probably ain't seen it yet, but they're about to make a new stadium, the Titans.
No, I saw it. And nice. I saw the image of did you see the little slick thing they did on their Jumbotron?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I saw that bullshit. But overall, the stadium blueprint looks nice. It looks nice. Looks very expensive. It looked like SoFi Stadium with the Tennessee feeling. Technically. But yeah, off of them. Commanders beat the Packers, surprisingly, 23-21. Jesus. Panthers surprisingly beat the Buccaneers 21-3. Told y'all, bro. Y'all thought that shit with Tom Brady said on that sideline was for play. Nope. What I tell you, I was like, don't think twice. Them dudes want to just move out the way on somebody, man. That's it, bro. But we'll see going forward what's going on with them. Giants, surprisingly, they beat the Jaguars 23-17. I think the Giants is 5-1, I believe.
Yes, they are.
Nuts, bro.
No one saw that coming.
Bro, I didn't see all three New York teams up there like that. Like, fuck them. All three of their asses is up there, bro.
Buffalo for sure, but not.
Buffalo for sure, but the other two, I'm shocked. I'm super shocked. But keep that shit going, I guess. Browns lose against the Ravens 23-20. That was a shootout game. Jets beat the Broncos 16-9. I still don't know what's going on with them. Texans lose against the Raiders 38-20. Seahawks beat the Chargers 37-23. Yo, Gino doing all right. Chiefs beat the 49ers. That I was shocked how large this game was won by, but 44-23. And Tua's day back. Dolphins beat the Steelers 16-10. Yo, he was still playing like he never had a concussion, bro. He was still non-sliding, taking hits. He was on some, I don't know what he was on, bro, but I'm just glad he got through the game and nothing happened. Because there was one hit that happened. It was a head-on-head collision. I was like, all right. He was cool. Got up cool. Kudos to him. And lastly, Bears beat the Patriots 33-14.
Yeah, I did not see that coming.
Me either. And that score still shocks me that it was that damn high.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah, man.
Or in this case, Monday.
Yeah, facts. So we already got they who they ways past Monday. Real quick, we're always telling y'all before we get out of here, we're telling y'all about the Dan Snyder situation. Yo, these goofies pulled off a smooth one last Tuesday night. I wrote Maverick. I was like, you see this shit? Check dig, y'all. They had our owners meeting earlier that day. Then out of nowhere, after a week and a half went by, after all the stuff I told y'all about what Dan Snyder said about how he had enough evidence to take down half of the league, including Roger Goodell, Jerry Jones, Robert Kraft, etc., and whoever else. He just named them names, but it's like he had more names. This motherfucker, bro, out of nowhere, he writes out a statement. Dan Snyder, I'm talking about, y'all. He's saying, oh, my apologies to my fellow whatever. I never hired a private investigator. I never had this. You'd have thought this dude got mugged or like bullied into writing a statement. Cause I'm like, you a motherfucking lie. You a bold-faced lie. So I'm just like, hell nah, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. Like I keep telling y'all, bro. And I told Maverick this off air, man. There's gonna have to be a time where like the angels gotta stop protecting the demons, bro. Because all these dudes are in cahoots with each other and go along with shit. It was no other people attended in this meeting. It was only NFL owners. But these dudes got access to every single one of the players' cell phone. Don't think I'm playing either. They got don't think I'm playing. Why do you think they find out shit so quickly? They got access to every one of them dudes' cell phones, bro. Once you saw that contract, you just signed the soul over. So yeah, man. Them NFL owners need to be investigated, bro. I don't know about Michael Brown. I don't know what his involvement is. I don't know. I don't know anything what Mike Brown does. But the names this dude listed, them three stooges, they need to be investigated. And then I peeped Robert Kraft and Jerry Jones got into it. Jerry Jones wanted all the smoke with Robert Kraft. So whatever, because obviously right now, and it's on the hush hush as we speak. And we brought up last week, a woman came out and made allegations against Jerry Jones and accused him of doing some foul ass shit. And she even name dropped some players that saw the foul shit, Ezekiel Elliott and all. So, y'all, I'm just saying, man, y'all better quit protecting these demons, bro. Straight up.
And my 2 cents is, how many days did you hear about it? I only heard about it one day.
Exactly. And it shows who's controlling the media.
And real quick.
Go ahead.
But Deshaun Watson, every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes.
Something new.
Well, you know, Maverick, America benefits off of trauma. You know that. They do, bro. Bro, how many times we've been, like, don't get me wrong. I know people lost families and shit, but it's like, yo, can you just send a gift basket to the families? Quietly, like, it don't got to be televised. Like, we got to remember this certain day, whatever it is. School shootings, national tragedies, all that. Katrina, all that shit. Like, just send a gift bag to the families impacted quietly. Just do that. But yeah, man. Also, first time in history, man. College game day. I had to put this down. College game day ain't gonna be at a Power 5 school. Guess where it's gonna be at? You fucking guessed it. Jackson State. Deion Sanders team, yeah. They're gonna be in Jackson, Mississippi this Saturday. I gotta give them kudos. They've been killing it, bro. I've been paying attention every Saturday.
Hold on, you said the first non-Power 5?
Yes, sir. I mean, I believe so.
It's not the first. They came
not the
to
first
UC.
time?
They came to UC.
Oh.
UC wasn't part of the Power 5 conference.
Well, first HBCU on College game day. I'll give it that. I gotta give it to them, though, bro. They've been killing it. Other than that, y'all, man, I'm gonna keep y'all tuned on this Dan Snyder mess because this shit ain't over. It might be over for other people because everybody else brainwashed and waiting on another girl to come out on Deshaun Watson. Like, nah, we over that shit because you saw that 26 one was a dud. We haven't even talked about that. That shit came and went. Just like how you said how that shit came and went. So yeah, man. Other than that, y'all, live streaming this coming Monday, 6:45 p.m. We'll be on. Power Hour starts at 7:15. Share with a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Anything you want to add, Maverick, before we get out of here, bro?
Nope, I'm good. Hopefully, we'll take it into the dog pound and leave with the dub.
I mean, you've been keeping us on the update with the soccer team, man. So tell us what happened, bro.
My dogs ended up they won first round of their tournament in sudden death overtime. Unfortunately, the very next day, once again, sudden death overtime, and they lost.
Dang, man.
It happens, but hey, I'm still proud of them. They still had an undefeated regular season.
Hell yeah, man.
In 10 games that they played, they were 9-1.
Hell yeah.
So, hey, on to indoor soccer so they can repeat.
Gotta give a pat on the back. Give their ass with a pat on the back, man. Hell yeah, bro. Other than that, y'all, man, we want to give y'all a who day.
Who day?
I almost did a salute. Had to cut it off, bro. I'm gonna get a salute too early. My bad, y'all. But yeah, we silly today. We'll give y'all who day, man. Tune us with us on Monday night. If you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'm gonna give y'all a salute. We love y'all. We out, baby.